Hello, good evening, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, there we are. Look, that's why she was looking distracted. She was commenting
Yes,
on her yacht. Look in the background there,
yes, on my yacht, not my
on my
lot,
yacht, on my yacht.
yacht.
Yes. Good evening to everybody who's watching. Haley, Sharon, Kylie, Trace, Pam. That this Jean Pearson woman who keeps popping up everywhere.
And
Louise, hi.
it is nice to be
Tina.
back, Tina.
Yes,
We've
it's
just been so
lovely.
busy and everything, and then this was spare at moment, weren't it, Tony?
Yeah,
So,
it was just a quick message to Jean. Shall we go live? Yeah, go on then. And here we are. Look, it doesn't seem 5 minutes ago I was live though. Oh yeah, it was. I was on with Nick. Oh dear. Hello, Mr. Cox. I hope you're well. Are you coming to group tomorrow? Oh dear. It's lovely to see you all. It's been a bit of a manic few weeks and months, couple of months for us. So I had to take some time out, unplug, and as they say, and recharge the batteries. But I'm back, I'm recharged, and I'm ready to go.
I've still got my heavy ready plugged in.
Jean's got a portable power bank. She keeps herself topped up. Haven't been here for a while. Watched Nick earlier. Well, we haven't been here for a while, so that's why, Carolyn.
Oh,
Hello, Anne.
does Nicola want to come on?
She can if she wants to.
Give
She
us some
can if
more
she wants to.
practice.
Yeah, yeah. Because we're out on Sunday.
Get her up, Tony. Get her up.
Oh, well, I will. You keep missing spiritual TV. Yeah. Nick
Oh,
keeps threatening to get
bless.
me on SPTV.
I've done it twice, I think, and it's.
I've done it. I've done it. I had a good time. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Hello, Amy. Have you seen those rather random messages from Mrs. Doolett on Facebook?
Oh, she's away and
Naughty.
she's visiting her son.
I think she's left her phone lying somewhere unlocked and somebody's been posting rather inappropriate messages.
Oh, have they?
Nicola's cooking tea, but she'll be on in a bit.
Right.
Yes. So, usual format tonight, we'll open in prayer, we'll do the healing silence, and then we'll crack on. Suzanne, it was just a last minute thing. I haven't had a chance to check if Irene was about or not, so I thought we'll just be on um, and see how we go. But she'll be on next time. She'll be
Irene's
on.
watching.
Oh, is she?
Irene's watching. If you want to pull her up.
All right. I will see where we are. Just a minute. See if I've got anything on here because this is Michael's laptop, so I don't know if I've got anything logged in that I can send it on. Um, do. Bear with me.
Hi, Jenny. Hi, Tara. While Tony's playing.
Yes, yes. Keep Phil, Jean, Phil.
It's, like I say, it's been mayhem. I'd gone all the way through lockdown, never got COVID through lockdown, and then caught it 3 weeks ago. So that's been a bit rough and everything else. But hopefully, we can keep charging his batteries. We should be able to keep popping on and seeing you all. And I do
We will. We
apologise,
will.
I haven't got my collar on, but I was doing some other things. Are you Chrissy, Angela, Ralph? Oh, no, Jean. I know I should have it on. I'm so naughty. I need my hand slapping. I do. I need
Yeah,
my hand slapping for not
you do.
wearing it.
You're doing.
So you can come and
Um,
slap me.
okay. I'll.
But hopefully
Um,
things should be getting up and going. But it is nice to have you all back on as our little family again,
It is, yeah.
coming to see you all.
Your brother is this season's activities manager at the park. Which park, Kylie? Kylie Ellis.
Oh,
Let's open in prayer and then we'll get the healing started. So, could we all just blend our energy together, please, friends? Great Spirit, Father, Mother, God, we thank you for this opportunity to gather together as friends. Father, I ask that the guides for Jean and myself step forward to support us through this short service, and that the families of those watching come forward to prove that life is eternal and goes on beyond the physical realm. Father, we promise that everything we do tonight will be done with love, truth, and honesty in our hearts. And at the end of this evening, we'll hand to you all which is rightfully yours, with love, honour, and glory. Amen.
amen.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Has Irene come
I get
now?
it. I get it. It's Sandler Mare.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
has Irene to come back?
She's not in the
Responded.
backstage. She's not backstage.
She might
Right,
be
now we will
titting herself up.
now we will ask for healing. So Trace has asked for healing for her mum Margaret. She had a mini stroke last week and then got COVID.
Oh, and
Oh,
Jane's
God.
asked for healing.
Okay, yep, Jane.
Blood cancer, yes. We'll send
Oh,
healing
dear.
there.
Yeah. And can we ask for upliftment for all those who have lost people and their pets in the last week as well, please?
Yeah.
Because I've heard of 2 or 3
Loads
people who've
of
had to lose their pets this week. So if we can ask for those as well. So as always, I will start with the healing prayer. Then we will have the nice bit of music. Nick's revamped it and extended it, so that'll be on. And then we'll finish with the word Amen. So could we blend together for a moment, please? Great Spirit, Father, Mother, God, may we bring before you all those who are sick, suffering, and in need of your comfort tonight. Whether they suffer in mind or body or spirit, that it may please thee to heal them. This we ask for those we know, for those we do not know, and for those who have no one to ask for them, we ask for them now. Amen.
Amen.
Hello!
Oh, Susie.
Hello! Hello.
Do you know, I've just said
Hiya.
about you were titting yourself up.
Titivating yourself.
That's it,
No.
Tony.
No, I wasn't actually. No.
Tony said it right. I said it wrong.
Oh, it's feedback.
Oh, I'm not getting any at the minute.
Oh, I didn't.
No.
Yeah, I'm getting feedback.
Oh dear.
Hi,
Oh,
Tara.
it's you, Irene.
Oh, is it me?
It's got to
Hang
be
on.
because we were all right. Blaming you.
Yeah.
Oh.
But
It
oh
was a
dear.
last minute thing, Irene. It was all done quick. So
I
we hadn't
thought I'd actually
forgot
sent
you.
it in the live services, but I hadn't.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we hadn't
we
forgot
didn't
you.
want
We'd
you.
done. It must have been 4 when he said, "Shall we go live?"
Yeah.
You
And
just
then I
didn't
had to
want me.
text.
See, you
No,
just
but
Yeah.
didn't
I
want
had to
me.
text
Hello.
him and
Hello.
say I hadn't got the
Are we
link.
going live or not?
Yeah,
Oh
I
dear.
hadn't got a link.
But
Oh, Pam, it's nice to see you, Irene. Anyway,
it is.
Thank you.
It's lovely to see
Lisa
everybody back.
Fallon
Yes,
got quite a few on.
so many people. Right, so we've done the healing. Where are we? What we're doing?
Is she doing a poem?
Have you got one to hand, Irene?
No, I've only got a book full.
That's all right.
God,
Oh,
I have. But that's right.
Karen, you can have healing, sweetheart.
yeah.
I'm still echoing. Get off. Right. Okay.
I'm not. I have seen Tony for at least an hour and
Hour and a
off.
half. Chrissy was watching the chat we did, or the philosophy chat with Nick earlier. Yeah. Okay. Well, if you've got one to hand,
I have. Yeah. I'll
Yeah,
read this one out.
If not, I've just copied one off Facebook.
Yeah. No. I'm still echoing. I can still hear myself echoing back.
oh, I don't
I
know,
don't know
Irene.
why. Can you hear me?
I don't know.
Yeah, we can hear you.
Yeah, we can hear you.
I don't.
Yes, love, I've seen it, Carolyn and Ralph and Jane. We will send you healing, darling.
Right. Okay. This one's called "When God Gave Me You." When God gave me you, I wonder if he knew what he had created. He gave me a love so strong and true, a love that couldn't never be outdated. Oh, I can't do this. It's echoing. It really
Okay.
is. It's echoing. I don't know why.
Do you need your headphones on?
Yeah. I don't know why though. Yeah, because otherwise you can't hear me, can you?
Yeah.
Can you? I can't
Yeah.
hear you though.
Oh,
Unplug them.
unplug them.
Unplug them.
Try it if you unplug them.
Unplug them. What from? Unplug.
From your machine and then take them off your head, though.
Is it good here?
Hi, Claire. Where's she gone now? She gone to Lou? Can't hear you now.
No.
Shall we just start?
Yeah.
While she's sorting herself out.
I don't know
Because
what.
there's something gone wrong.
There is, yeah. I'll take you out and come back in, Irene. She'll have to come back in, bless her.
Come back in. Shall we just make a start then? Because if not, it's going to take long, isn't it?
It
Well,
is, yeah.
I'm going to give this lady off because all I can hear her singing is, you know, that song? Not Canton, that one. Oh, I'm going in it. Oh, she's took it off me now. It's only a small lady in build, I mean, but she would have liked to have gone with her daughters to disco because she's really dancing about here and having a good party. So I know this lady would have loved to have a good party. And even as she got older, prior to her passing, wherever she would have really enjoyed herself and had a party and had a dance. I know this lady wasn't, I wouldn't say she was tall, but I would say about 5'5", 5'6", but I know she would have been slender in build, as she's showing me. And she's singing all these, like, okie cokie and things like that. She would have always joined in with things like this, and she's saying, bless her. And somebody on the earth plane at the moment, to it relates to, needs to have a good party. They need to have a good time, because they haven't been doing that of late. And she's seen this, and she's saying what they need to do is get out, have a good time, and enjoy themselves.
That's the song that was going through my head, Kylie Alice. Ooh,
Oh,
just a
that's
little
it.
bit. Ooh,
That's
a
it.
little
Yeah.
bit more. Yeah.
Thank you. You're a medium, because that's what I were hearing, all that type of songs. But can anybody understand a lady what would have been like this? Because she's wanting the family down here on the earth to have a good time, get together. She's saying, Tina, because I only can see the things on my phone. If I don't look down, I don't see them.
Yeah.
Because she really does want this,
I'll put them
sweetheart.
up
She
and
wants,
see them.
right, yeah, you put them up. She really does want the family to get together, have a party. But she is telling me, darling, that I don't know if the birthday's just gone last week, or there's a birthday to come within the next couple of weeks. There are all songs that I have family parties, and we have 2 more. Right, keep listening in then, Lee, because she's here and she's having a laugh and she's having fun, and that's what she would have been like. And she's just said, I would have took it to my grave. That's what she's just said to me. Now that's something that lady would have been like. She was quite ready, full of fun, and I've got to say, bless her, she did. I'm not saying she worked manually, but she worked hard in other ways as she's coming in, because she's saying, I never kept still. I never kept still. So I know she would have done things in other ways. And she's just saying, there again, somebody down on the earth plane saying, won't sit down for a minute. She's saying, they're sending me dizzy. She didn't just say they're sending me dizzy. They're sending me dizzy. But she's also talking about somebody who's got the, OCD, with the cleaning all the time, where they can't stop cleaning. They're up and they're down, and if that cup needs doing, and this is what they're like. Right, Lee, listen in, please, because it could be for you, darling. So you'd be able to understand a person then what's cleans all the time. And she's showing me a wardrobe where even in the wardrobe there'd have to be things put in colours. So they'd have the whites, that type of thing. The darks at one end at wardrobe, the whites at the other, the colours. Everything had to be perfect. And even to her drawers, where the pants and the socks and everything were all folded up. This lady was really into that type of thing. And I know somebody on the earth plane is sweetheart. I know she's sending healing around. Can you still understand this, lead up? I know this lady's sending healing around at the moment. So I do know there's somebody what wants the healing, sweetheart, on the earth plane as well, because they're sending that healing. Right, Tina, not Lee. Listening. But I know there's healing being sent there. Okay. I don't know my flowers and I don't pretend to, but we were looking at some beautiful flowers, and I know that somebody would have. Right, darling. Keep listening. You can understand then, sweetheart, where there would have been. Tony's got a lovely fish pond, but somebody would have had something like a fish pond or just a well at the bottom, because it's beautiful. And that flower's there, Tony. What was
The
it?
lotus.
Yeah. And I
Lotus.
know they would have had flowers in this pond, because she's making reference, or they would have lived near somewhere like that where there would have been a pond, because she's taking me there. I know this lady would have liked to have gone walking, and she's talking about somebody on the earth plane as well, what needs to get out in the fresh air. They need to get out in the fresh air. Okay. She's just saying things are up and down for him at the moment. I don't mean, I know, Lee, you said you're up and down and can't sit still. I don't mean it that way, sweetheart. But I mean, either in a relationship, the family, where things are not quite right, darling. Okay. And she's just saying they are helping, trying to sort all this out, love. All right, they are trying to get that sorted. I know I've got a smoker, but I'm not saying it's this lady, but I can smell the tobacco, which is coming in. I can smell that strong. Okay. And then, all right, she's going a bit fast for me now. And I know that somebody would have liked, I can't say it's a pint, I would, because this lady said she would have only drank half. So I know somebody would have liked to drink. Not over the top, but would have liked to drink. And she's mentioning somebody's either Tony's crocheting, but there would have been a crocheted blanket. I don't know if this lady would have left it or somebody's doing one. Right. But I do know this a crochet blanket or something like that. Tony's doing a lovely jacket, but not good here. But I know there's this here already. Okay. And can I say, but she has just said to me that, right. So it's both of you. Right then, can one of you please just understand where they're needing some new cutlery? It's either knives, forks or something, or they've lost some spoons. She's talking about cutlery, knives and forks, but then she's just said lost some spoons. So they are going to need spoons as well, she's talking here. Right, thank you, Lee. And I've got, she's just given me, it's lovely, a sponge pudding with the jam on top. A sponge pudding with jam on top. So I know she would have had that, and she's given me custard, not cream. So I've got a jam pudding, but with custard and not cream. And she's just saying, I don't know if she made them, but that was lovely. Right. She's just talking about them, sweetheart, so it shows she must have been around your house. Right, listen in then, please. It's going to be so difficult, isn't it, to split. I know this lady, bless her, did go before a gentleman. I know a gentleman went after her because she says, I was there, I was waiting. Thank you. So I do know the lady went, and then there was a gentleman what went after. I don't know if it was her partner, husband, but there was a gentleman went after this lady. Okay. Because she said I was waiting for him, I was getting things ready. Okay. All right. I've got David. So Dave or David would mean something on the earth plane, please. And I've also got the month of August for a passing, and I've got November as well for a passing. So she's given me both of them dates for passings. Okay. I do know I've got 5, so there would be 5. What's very special, or 5 within the family, as she's telling me here. I also want to go to the 12th of a month. So 12 would mean something as well. David is my dad's name, not me then. Thank you, Lee. Thank you, Lee. Take what you can, sweetheart, because obviously that part of that message was meant for you as well. So please take what you can. And Mario, you can take it all. Right, you can understand the gentleman then, because the gentleman's coming. I know the gentleman as he comes in would be I'm not saying a large gentleman, but he would have carried that little bit of weight as he's showing me himself. I know that he would have, and he's saying a grafter, not an hard worker. So it's the way he would have spoke. So I don't know if he's Yorkshire or whatever, but he's saying I was a grafter. So I know this gentleman did work hard for everything and to make sure the family was okay. I am going to start to break away because it's going on and they're all jumping in. But I will say, can I just, all right, darling, I do know there would be a wallet of the gentleman's, and I have got 2 wedding rings. Well, there you go, Lee, darling. She must have thought this is time to come and you're going to need her. All right, sweetheart, but that's lovely that she's come. But I do know there would be a watch and there's a wallet of this gentleman's, okay? I'm going to always just give me Ray quickly. I told you I'm leaving because I'm going to be here all day with him. I've just got to give Ray. I've just heard Ray's. I'm just saying I'm going, and he said, no, Ray. So I will leave the name Ray, and with people who can take it, please take what you can. If you can take it all, that's fantastic. Okay, and I'll leave that with you because of Tony wanting to work as well. Thank you so much.
And she's back.
Oh, she's back.
I'm back.
It's usually me. It's Irene.
Yeah.
You can't take over me. It's usually me what goes.
I'm sorry. I do apologise to everybody.
I can take rein.
Uh,
Thank you, Tina.
Yeah. Okay. Have you sussed it, Mrs.?
Yes. Thankfully, Stacey rung me. I've got 2 Facebook pages open. Thank you, Stacey. Be all right when I wake up. Leave me alone.
Mayhem.
I know.
Mayhem. Oh dear.
I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway.
Go on then. Read your poem, and I'll. There's a gentleman stood behind me, but he says he'll wait.
Oh, bless him.
Oh, no.
Right, we'll try again. It's called When God Gave Me You. When God gave me you, I wonder if he knew what he had created. He gave me a love so strong and true, a love that could never be outdated. When God gave me you, he gave me a lifetime of love and affection, a love like I never knew, in our hearts a wonderful attraction. When God gave me you, I was so grateful I have one of the best, someone I can laugh with and never feel blue, a heart full of love that beats deep in my chest. When God gave me you, my life was complete. We have something shared by only a few, and together as one into each other we retreat. When God gave me you, he gave me something beautiful and rare, and for all of my lifetime it's you I choose. In my lifetime for you I will always care. When God gave me you, he made for us always to be together. Even when you have gone away to your spirit home, I will love you always and forever.
Oh, that's lovely. Thank you. It was worth waiting for.
Thank you. I've wrote loads since we've been off air.
Oh, bless you.
We'll get
Bless
through
you.
them eventually.
Oh, Chrissy Wheatley said it was a lovely poem, and
Thank
Carolyn
you.
Ralph said it was lovely, brought tears to her eyes.
Oh,
And Louise Donson.
thank you.
Bless.
Thank you.
Well, like I said, I've got a gentleman that stood behind me, and the gentleman, as he's bringing his energy forward, I want to say he feels a very strong energy and a very strong, a very strong, physically strong chap as well. I know I'm broader than myself. I'm 5'11", so I would go this gentleman might be 6 foot, 6'1". So he's only just a little bit above my height. I don't normally get the physicality of people, but that's what he's bringing to me. As he's pushing his energy forward, I've got a really warm energy. So this gentleman was a really warm, loving character. And when I say character, he said I was as well. So he was a right character. I think you'd have fun and games if this chap was around. He's not taking me to a good old age though, so I'm not like late 60s, 70s. I'm before that as I take my transition to spirit. I know you had tobacco, Jean, but I've got.
Yeah.
I can smell tobacco, but it's really strong. So I don't know if it's strong cigarettes or cigars, but it's a really strong tobacco smell that's coming through. Okay, bless you. He's okay. It's that type of smell, yeah. Really, really strong smell of tobacco that I'm getting through. So it's either roll-ups or cigars or something.
Have you seen what Lee's put
I
on?
know. Oh wow. When you said character, my granddad's picture just fell off the fireplace.
I'm sorry, I just wanted you to see it, Tony. I do apologise.
Yeah. He's talking about the he said it's really strange the way he's phrased it. My passing was relatively quick. my passing was relatively quick. So I don't know if that means he had a really short illness and then passed, or what this means, but his passing was relatively quick. Okay. I don't know what this means, but he said everybody, including the club cat, was at my funeral. I'm guessing that means there was a lot of people at his funeral, including the club cat.
Oh,
So he's a real cheeky. He's got a real cheeky side to him. You can take it, but not the height. The height is. I just felt he was as taller than me, a little bit taller than me, but I could be wrong. But he's talking about his glasses, or some glasses that I feel he's referencing some glasses, and I don't know if they got broken or cracked, but I know he had to wear them a bit like Jack Duckworth for a while, with a bit of tape on to keep them together until he got them sorted. If that makes sense for anybody, please. Okay. He's taken me around the 19th of a month and around the 21st of a month for birthdays, anniversaries, or passings. And like always, if I've got dates, I can be a little bit off. 10 years and they're still doing it. Tina, he taped his glasses up. I know he had broken glasses and he had to wear them taped until he could get them fixed. Okay. Again, Jean, I'm sure we're connected with the same family, Jean, because I've got my wallet's here.
Yeah,
So
I've
his
got a
wallet is still here in a box. His wallet's here, but it's in a box. Okay. And he's just saying there's a younger person down here. So I'm guessing younger generations for him. So like his grandchildren, great grandchildren, nephews, nieces, that sort of thing. They're taking life too serious. They should lighten up and relax, because that they're taking everything way too seriously. It's good to be obsessed about the studying and stuff as well, but you've got to take that break. Otherwise, you bog yourself down in things, he's saying. They bog themselves down in things and they overthink things. So he's just saying, just relax, just relax. Lee, if you can take it, that's wonderful. Tina, your son, and Carol and Jane Ralph, his wallet and his glasses are here in a box. Fabulous. Okay. All right. I'm going to try and split it now, so bear with me. Whoever this is for, there are certificates around. I can see certificates around me, so I'm feeling that somebody, you know, he's saying you have achieved things and got certificates for things, and he's saying, well done, look how far you've come, look how far you've come. And also that sense, again, I had this last night, Jean, that sense of breaking out of a chrysalis and spreading my wings, and look, I'm here and I'm me, and I'm a little bit proud of myself. And that might sound a little bit egotistical, but it's not. It's pride in everything you've achieved. That's not egotistical. That's just being proud of yourself.
well
All
done,
right.
Lee.
And Tina's doing Reiki. Okay.
Yeah, and Lee's got his up.
Certificates and diplomas in frames on the wall. Don't blame you. Be proud. Be proud. There are decisions coming up. Because I'm seeing a T junction, and it's like, I've got to the junction, I've got to go left or I've got to go right. Okay. I can't go on as I am. I can't go straight over. I've got to make a decision about something. Okay. They are starting to pull back from me, but as I'm pulling his energy away, he's just put a hamster down on my desk in front of me. So they're only on the wall to shut the family up. I don't care, Lee, be proud of them. Yeah, I've got a little hamster running around on, in fact, it's not a little one, it's one of those big Syrian ones. It's a big ginger thing. So it's running around. So somebody had hamsters when they were children. And I've got that on the wall. I haven't. I've got it on my desk. All right.
I
And
hope
I've
you
got
pinned it to your wall.
cinder toffee as well. I've got cinder toffee. I need cinder toffee.
Oh,
Okay. I know. I like cinder toffee. I will leave you with cinder toffee because it's starting to stick my teeth up. So I will leave you with that, and I will hand you on and see if anybody else has got a link. Irene, you muted, dear.
There we go. Right, okay. All I've got at the moment is a lady singing I Do Want to Be Beside the Seaside. And she's talking about rock, and she's quite small, this lady, very slim, but she was full of life. She was a right character. And I haven't got an age for her as yet, because she stood behind me and I can't see her. But she's dancing. She's going down the promenade and she's singing this song with two friends, and she's dancing while she's going. So I think it's one of those OAP days out on the bus, on the coach.
What happens in Blackpool stays in Blackpool.
Yeah,
We've all been there.
Oh gosh, yes, right. Okay, let's see where we're going with this. Right, I've got the name of Ruby, and I've also got Ruby the stone as well, because she's just showed me a hand and she's got a ruby ring on the stone. It's only a small one. It's like an engagement ring, but she's got this lovely smile, and her eyes are all beautiful and twinkly, and she's very slim in her face. She was a very slim lady, and she's just got this lovely little figure, very slim, and she's very petite, but she was full of life. She reminds me of Pat Jean, being tiny and she in her height, and that she reminds me same size.
I was going to say,
Pat.
if she's like a weak grumps.
No, no. Right, okay. Let's see where we're going. I've also got the name of Agnes with this lady, and she says that she's a grandma and a great grandma, and she's been in spirit for a while. So a while for me is more than 10 years. But she was the matriarch of the family, and she's talking 4 in the family. Her name was Pat. Okay. She's talking about 4 in the family. I don't know if it's mum and dad or 2 children or 4 children. And there's also a child spirit side that never touched the earth plane, because the husband to this lady, that they've got the child with them. They're all together. They've got the child with them. 5 foot tall and slender. Right, that's Lee. And Tina says her name was Pat. Right, okay. Well, listen up and we'll see where we go. Okay. Right. She enjoyed life, this lady. She was full of fun, but she loved her family as well. And she's saying that there's been little niggles in the family somewhere, and she doesn't want it spreading to make into big things. She'd rather it was nipped in the bud now. And she says, you're acting like children. So stop pecking at each other. Stop arguing, because you're grown up now and you shouldn't be doing it. I'm only telling you what she's telling me. Right, okay. She's... Come on, sweetheart, show me. Right, she's got some... I don't know what it is she's got in her hands. She's showing... Oh, Tina says they are like children. Right, okay. Well, that's what she's saying, Tina. She's saying that they are like children and they're acting like children, even though they are grown up. And it's like they're just pecking each other for the sake of it, and just, I call them playground tactics. And she wants it stopping because it's annoying her. So she's also talking about health-wise. There's somebody in the family that's not very well at the moment. Oh, Jean's gone.
Yeah.
There's somebody in the family that isn't very well at the moment, and that she wants to send healing thoughts to that person. And I'm getting tummy troubles here, so I don't know if it's a bit of acid reflux or something like that in the tummy, but I'm talking about tummy here. Something wrong in the tummy. And right, Dad's end of life. Okay, Tina, I'm ever so sorry to hear that, sweetheart. Right, okay. She's also, come on then, darling. She's getting a bit emotional. You would understand somebody down here who is quite emotional at the time, because she's showing me tears, sweetheart. It's either that or there's a problem with the eyes, because they're running and she's wiping her eyes. So I don't know if that's emotion or if there is actually something wrong with the tear ducts in the eyes. Okay. And I've also got, she's talking about somebody with a diabetic condition that can't be controlled. Okay. But somebody dances. She's talking about somebody dancing. I don't know who it is that dances, but she used to dance when she was in the younger years. And there's somebody down here. I don't. This is a younger one that wants to dance or is dancing now. Okay. And somebody's got a sweet tooth, because as well as the rock, I've got a Victoria sponge cake here. And she's talking about a birthday coming up, because she's singing happy birthday. So there's either one just been or one coming up. Anything else, darling? Okay. She's making me rub my hands together, and I don't do this, so that tells me she's putting on hand cream or face cream or something, and it's got a nice smell to it as well. So, right, Dad's eyes. Right, wait a minute. Let's have a look. Dad's diabetic. That's for the birthday's just gone. Right. Okay. Thank you. Is it gluten-free? It could be with the tummy. It could be, perhaps it's not been diagnosed yet, but I'm not quite sure.
That's me, because I want a slice.
Oh, you mean is a cake gluten-free?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Well, we'll make it gluten-free for you, Tony.
Thank you.
Okay. Right. And she always used hand cream. Yeah, because she's making me rub my hands, and she had beautiful skin. Her hands were nice and soft. And she's talking about a handbag. So she must have left a handbag somewhere, because she's talking about somebody having her handbag. It's in a box in the wardrobe somewhere, and it was very special to her, this handbag. It's just nice to have that around. Okay. Anything else, darling? She's just quickly giving me the name of Mary. Oh, she's turned. You have her handbag. She's the nursery rhyme. Mary, Mary, quite contrary. How does your garden grow? She's reciting that to me. So that must be for one of the younger ones down here, darling. All right. And I'm going to leave that with you with all her love, darling. God bless you. Thank you very much. Lee, you take what you can from it, sweetheart.
Definitely.
Mary was her friend. That's lovely. Thank you, sweetheart.
I've got a lady here. She won't be very tall in height, but she carried a bit of weight. And I've got to say, at the moment, she's not very pleased. And I'm telling her, don't tell me off. It's not me. But she's not very pleased with somebody on the earth plane. And she's saying, I can't say exactly what she's saying, but what on earth are you letting him do that for? It's as if somebody's being used as a doormat. I'm trying to go really careful.
Mm-hmm.
And she's saying, it's not on. You have not got to let them use you like that. It's as if, you can do everything for them, but yet just say one wrong thing and then they're just throwing it all back in your face and using you as a doormat. Can somebody understand this situation, please? Because I want it to go to the right person, this. Because she's here, she's getting very angry and a bit outraged. She's saying they've got to make sure that the doors are locked. Don't leave your doors open. There's somebody what don't seem to lock the doors, and she's a bit concerned that the doors, I'm not saying anything's going to happen, but she just wants to make sure that you can understand this. That's Carolyn, Ralph and Jane. Because she's getting a bit irate. She's talking about leaving the doors open. you must lock the doors. That's a must. Okay. She's just saying, bless her. She's really getting a bit irate because she said, this has happened before. So you can understand where it's happened before this. It's not the first time that you've been, I'm going to say put on because I can't say what this lady is actually saying. It's not the first time. So she would have thought, bless her, that you would have learnt your lesson. But you're a bit kind-hearted that you won't tell them. And it's about time now that you do tell them. Okay, it's up to you, sweetheart. We can't make you do anything. They'll only advise you. But it's about time you tell them. Yeah, they might have a tantrum. They might go off crying for a day. But she's saying just leave them. They'll get over it and they'll be back. All right. But when it all does come to that end, once you've said it, sweetheart, you've got to stick to your guns, whoever this is. Don't go back, I shouldn't have said that or like that. Once you've said it, stick to it because she's not very pleased and she's heard a lot. I know she's round your home, sweetheart, and I know you have sensed her because what you're asking for, sweetheart, she's saying, yes, we're trying as best. We are. And I do know you must be sensitive to spirit because you're looking, we all do it, we've all said it, where we look as though something's over his shoulder, we've seen a shadow, and this lady's here and she's trying to really emphasise, look, I'm here, listen. So I do know there's that bit of sensitive with spiritualism within you, the person, okay? I'm trying to give you a nicer note than what she's doing, but all she's doing is, it's like a school teacher telling you off. All right, sweetheart. I know she said that times have been hard. I'm going to have to say before Christmas, times have been hard. And just when you think things were getting better, then it started again. But she's here again for you, okay? She's also said that with a little bit, darling, before Christmas, I'm going back probably 9 months, where you had some of your confidence knocked, something to do with confidence being knocked, okay? And that's took a while to build back up, okay? And they're here and they are trying to. Hi, thank you. She's trying to build that confidence back up, darling. I know this, she's saying, I know that you're wanting your hair done, so I don't know if you want it dyeing, changing style, but she says, I've heard about the hair. She's heard about the hair. You wanting to go to hairdressers and getting it sorted. All right, she says, that's a good thing. She says, it's a good thing. Do something for you. Do something for you. I've got to give you some Thornton's toffees. So I do know somebody would like the Thornton's toffees. And Turkish Delight, I love that. And Turkish Delight. Someone would like Turkish Delight. She's given me that. Can I please give you the month of May? There would be a birthday in the month of May. Thank you, Kylie, sweetheart. Thank you for letting me know. I know the month of May, there would be a birthday, she's telling me, okay? And I know June, there would have been a passing. All right, she's on about that as well. She's talking about someone. All right, look, someone has lost a pet. We've had pets this week. I've had a 3 this week, but someone's lost a pet recently as well. It could be a budgie, it could be an hamster, it could be something. I'm not saying it's something big, but I do know someone's lost a pet. Okay, because she's talking about that. She's on about the photo on the wall. There's a photo on the wall. And she's just saying that it might need moving a little bit because it's where the sun shines in and it's going to fade if it's not moved. So it might be worthwhile moving it and replacing it with someone else. Okay, so that might be a good idea to do that. And all right, darling, I'm going to get. And also, all right, this lady, she's just giving me the colour green. Now it's unusual, but green must mean something. Green is growth, but this lady must like green because that's what she's showing me. That's fine, Kylie, darling. Please take what you can. Take what you can of that message because there will be bits in your need. Okay? Can I just... I've got... All right, darling. I do know somebody likes the music, she's telling me. They like the music. I don't know what because she's just saying they like the music. So I know that's one thing she does say as well. And she's just given me, I'm going now, come on. She's just given me beans on toast. So I do know people like beans on. Night then can take all this. It's a grandma. Right. The beans on toast is important as well. Somebody does like the beans on toast, bless them. But they will not. Oh, all right. God, she's shouting at me now. They won't have margarine. It's got to be butter. Got to have butter though. You can't have margarine. Doesn't taste the same. I am going to leave this lady's love, but I've got to leave you with Deborah. There's a name. I don't know if she's on earth plane or in spirit, but she comes around somewhere. Debbie. I'm going to leave all this lady's love because of the time and say thank you. Please, the ones who can take, please take what you can, and the one who can take it all, please take everything. Thank you so much. Thank you, Louise.
Excuse me.
Looks like it could have been for Caroline, Jane, and
Yeah, Lee for the bits that he could take as well.
yeah, that's what I mean. Please take what you can of the message.
Yeah. Well, I have a lady connecting with me. The lady, as I'm getting her energy, I want to say she's a not quite a feisty lady, but she's getting there. She's full on. I would say she would have carried a bit of weight during her life, and she must have had
Thank
lots
you,
of
Lee.
children, because she's saying it's their fault, and she's laughing with it. She's laughing with it. So I think it's a bit of baby weight that she could never get rid of, but she's saying it's the bairn's fault. It's the bairn's fault that she couldn't lose this weight. She's not a very tall lady, but I do feel her attributes would appear before her. She was very ample in those bits. And I know she wouldn't suffer fools. She wouldn't suffer fools because she's telling me she wouldn't. All right. Funnily enough, I've got Deborah, but it's not her name. It doesn't feel right as being
No, I've
her
just
name.
heard
But
the name, yeah.
the name must mean something for wherever this lady fits. She's also say that again, sweetheart. Give me that name again. It sounded like Brody or
Rhoda. Could it be Rhoda?
no. It could have been. It sounded like Brody or Brogan or something. It was BRO something. But yes, she was a very voluptuous lady. She said you would see them coming around a corner and then she'd follow 10 minutes later.
Oh dear.
But she's
Bless.
yeah. Okay. So there's that strange name as well. I don't know if it's a person's name, a dog's name, or what where this fits, but right. Okay. She's talking about the 5. So I feel that's 5 children. 5 children. 5 children. Because she said with them it was 7. So with the parents it was 7. So 5 children would fit somewhere with this. And she's talking about the month of September as being significant, and the month of slow down. She's getting ahead of herself here. September, December, and March. September, December, and March are significant. Okay, the 17th of a month, and that's really random to chuck in amongst all that. She's given me dates and months, and then she said, and 20 past 4. I don't know what happened at 20 past 4, but something happened at 20 past 4 a.m. or p.m. I don't know, but 4:20. Okay. I've got 2 engagement rings. Yeah, you've got the 2 engagement rings, sweetheart. And an eternity ring, but she's not talking about the wedding band. So I don't know where the 2 engagement rings come in. An eternity ring, but no wedding. She's not mentioned the wedding band, so I don't know why she's not mentioned the wedding band, but okay. Okay. I get you. 2 engagement rings, 2 wedding bands, and an eternity ring. I don't know whether she's been married twice, engaged. I don't
Who
think this is
knows?
the same lady that Jean had, but it's doesn't feel like the same lady at all. This lady's a little bit chaotic. She's got my head all over the place, and I feel that's how she would have been here. She would have just followed a train of consciousness and took it wherever it needed to be, and it would wound around everywhere. You know, she's really lovely though. She's really lovely, but she said again, but I don't suffer fools. I don't suffer fools. So she's a very she knows her mind, and she's not frightened to tell you this. Joyce, she's just shouted Joyce as well. I don't know if that is her or if it belongs somewhere around, but Joyce, okay. All right. If nobody can take this, I'll ask her to step back, because nobody's come up with like a definite, this sounds like somebody I know so far.
We'll probably
I'm
see
trying.
later, Tony.
That's my dad's mum, Nana Joyce. Okay, Carolyn, that's okay then. I'll start wrapping it up then, because there's been a few tonight, but she's right. She's saying, sweetheart, somebody around you is suffering fools, and she wouldn't have had it. She wouldn't have had it. And she's saying, too many people around you are listening to the hearsay and the gossip and taking it as gospel when it's not. And I think that means he's taking the dog out.
Yeah, because you were doing that with your finger.
They're listening to the hearsay and the chit chat.
Because as she was doing that, Tony were doing that.
Okay.
Hang on. Hello, Tony.
Hello, dear.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Jolly
How are
good.
you?
You know what they say, don't you? Two great minds think alike.
I'll take that. Hello,
Jean.
Hiya, sweetheart.
Okay. So yeah, there's too many people listening to the chit chat and the hearsay, and also just go on. How can I put this? Sometimes you know the old saying, sometimes you just have to count to 10. Well, Carolyn, I think there's some days that if you started counting on the morning, it would be midnight the next night by the time you finish counting. By the time you'd tried to, yeah. So she's saying she's there, she understands, but just take it, take that, and I'll leave that love with you. Okay. Irene, you've got time for one?
Right, okay. Just see where I'm going then. I've got a gentleman here. I don't know who he's for. He's quite a young gentleman. By that I mean he wasn't sort of 60, 78. He was more like in his 50s, 40s, 50s, something like that. And in his heyday, he was a very strong. He worked out. He had a strong torso. You know, he worked out a lot. Went to the gym. He's telling me, and he's talking about a lady and the family down here that was left behind when he passed. I'm trying to get him to come closer so I can describe him. He was quite he liked to be the comedian, but it didn't always work. But he was always the fun guy and the life of the party, that sort of thing. And he was always up for a joke and something silly, as long as it didn't go too far. Okay. But he's talking. This must be a wife he's talking about, or but there's definitely a family down here that was left, and they was devastated. And it was one of these deaths that here today, gone tomorrow. It went quickly, just like turning a light out. And when he found himself in spirit, he didn't know where he was. He was a bit confused. So it's saying right. Okay, let's just have a look where we're going. He wants to talk to the family down here if they're on. He's mentioning, I know that we've got Jean working with us, but he's mentioning the name of Jean. And he's also the younger ones. Now, I don't know if he's talking about his children, which would now be grown up, or grandchildren, but he wants to talk about the younger ones. Fiona, you can take this, okay? And Katie, you can take it. You said he passed in his sleep. Right, okay. Listen in, please. Right. Now then. It is talking about somebody being a little bit under the weather at the moment in the family, and he's wanting to send healing. And he's also wanting to come and say that he's coming around you a lot. And somebody is seeing him, because he's talking about being seen by one. I don't know if it's one of the grandchildren or if it's the wife, but I know that he's coming round because he comes to play with the children at night time when they're supposed to be in bed. The grandchildren, that is. And he's talking about a James or a Jamie. And he's also talking about an Emma as well. I don't know if they're names that anybody would know, but that's what he's giving me. Your granddaughter sees him. Right. Okay, sweetheart. Okay, Fiona. Right. So you would understand then, if your granddaughter's seen him, you would understand where's the pictures are, because apparently this little one draws, and there's all signs in the pictures, because he comes and then she draws better when he's around. That's what he's saying to me. Okay. And there's something to do, I don't know, somebody's got something wrong with the car, he's saying. I'm not sure what it is. Don't know if it's nothing major. It may be just a tire that needs changing or something like that, but there's something wrong with the car. He's also giving me the name of Gary, or is it Gary or is it Graham? All right, okay. He's just short it to Gaz, so that could be Gary or Graham or Gareth. Gaz, that's what he's saying. But I know that he went, right. His old girlfriend was Emma, and Jamie was a friend who took his life. Right. Okay then, sweetheart. Right. And your granddaughter dream of Valentine cards. Thank you, Fiona. That's lovely validation. Right. Okay. Well, Jamie. He mentioned Jamie because he's met up with Jamie's spirit side. He was there. It wasn't there to meet him, to take him over, but he was waiting on the other side for him. Okay. So that's okay. And he also wants to talk about, what's that? Is that Trisha or Teresa? He's giving me that Twinkle song, Terry. So it'll be either Teresa or Trisha. And he liked his 60s music, this gentleman. Loved his 60s music because he's going through all the ones with him. Okay. And I've also got here, he's talking about going to Scotland. So I don't know if that's a connection with Scotland, because he's giving me some Scots whiskey, not Irish whiskey, Scots whiskey. And he's giving me a stone, a Cairngorm stone. Okay. But they've met up anyway. So anything else, sweetheart? It's just saying, when you see the friends, when you see the lads, they've got to have a pint for him. And he's leaving me with that, with all his love. So thank you so much for working with me. That was wonderful.
Lovely. If you want a private reading, just message one of us and we'll sort it out with you. Absolutely no problem.
Right. Dad was Scottish. That's lovely validation,
Yeah.
Fiona.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And he knew Teresa, who helped him when he lived on the streets. Wow.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah. There we go. Well, thank you everybody for sharing your Friday evening with us. It's been wonderful to be back.
Yes, it
we
is.
will set up another one. I know I can't do Monday, but I'll be in touch during the week. Watch out on my page and you'll see when the next one's going to be. I know for definite though, I will be live with Reverend Nick on Friday, 4 o'clock, and then we'll be following that at 7 on here. Okay. If you just get in touch with us, Lucy, we'll sort that out with you.
Dad,
okay.
Dad Alan,
Hello,
can
Daddy
I just
Alan.
say,
Hi, Dad.
I should see you sometime this year. Shouldn't we, Tony?
Yeah.
Shan't I be going down sometime this year to see Mum and Dad?
Yes.
I'll see you. No painting though, just do me a butty.
Yeah. Do me a butty. A stotty sarnie.
Yeah, I'll have a butty.
Yeah, Lucy, just get in touch with one of us and we will sort it out. Fiona, anybody who wants one, message across and we will sort out.
We'll sort it out for you. Yeah.
Okay. So
his promise. I'll get Tony to bring me down. I've missed you.
Up.
I'm coming up, Dad.
The north.
Well, Tony,
Yeah.
you've had that. I've got to promise. So you need to be taking me.
Oh, hell. Okay.
Can I come, Daddy Alan? I haven't had the pleasure yet.
Bless.
Right.
Okay. So would one of you lovely people like to do a closing prayer and then a night song?
Well, I suppose that'd be me doing the prayer and Jean doing the night song. But
you can change if you want. It's up to you too.
No, it's all right. I don't mind.
Okay.
Can we bow our heads, please, friends? Dear Lord, Divine Father, thank you for this beautiful evening over the internet, giving lovely messages. Could we please ask that the veil be closed between the two worlds and any energies go out to the world for healing? And could we also ask for healing for our animal kingdom, Lord, and our wonderful Mother Earth, for all those on beds of sickness? And could we ask for food for the hungry and a bed for the night for those who have got nowhere? And until we meet again, could we have a guardian angel with each and every one of you? Amen.
Amen.
Oh, my daddy's got a new kettle.
Oh, Jean, done. We were up the other day, and they've already started with, but the kettle now doesn't match the toaster and the microwave and that.
So they're going to change the kitchen.
Yeah.
Don't have to do anything like that for me, Daddy Alan.
Oh, look, welcome. That means I can go. Hey. Are we having a party, Daddy Alan?
Oh,
No,
you'd be
he's not.
lucky. Be asleep in the afternoon.
Right, let's do the night song then.
Night song.
Lord, keep us safe this night, secure from all our fears. May angels guard us while we sleep, till morning light appears. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Good night. God bless everybody. See you soon.
Night. God bless.
Everybody.
Take
God
care
bless.
of yourselves.
Take care.
Have a lovely weekend.